Hello. Welcome to my live stream. If you are new to my channel, I am Boss Attorney Bri, and I am a California licensed attorney that practices trademark law and family law. On this channel, we cover celebrity lawsuits and trademark lawsuits, and really whatever lawsuit that pops up and that we think is interesting. So if you are interested in that type of content, legally nerding out, then make sure you hit the subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. And if you are here live, hit the like button. And if you are here on the replay, go ahead and hit the like button. So today we had a little bit of a late start to our live stream just because I was running late today. And additionally, we will be taking a break from the Johnny Depp trial. I know we covered that on Sunday and it was a great time. But today we are going to be just kind of taking a break from what's going on in the Johnny Depp trial and looking into another celebrity case. So go ahead and pop in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from and let me know if you had a good day at work today. My day was quite long, so just let me know what you guys have going on. We have Tanya always coming in. Tanya D. Hey, Boss Attorney Bri. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. I'm glad you guys popped in. I know I put this one out really late. Josh Chandler says, getting my legal nerd on. Okay, welcome to the live stream. Yes, we are going to legally nerd out because today we don't actually have legal docs to go over. We have an article to look into, and then we're also going to look at the statute in California for dog bite. So if you guys took a peek at the thumbnail, you know that French Montana has lost in his dog bite lawsuit that was filed back in 2018 by his landscaper. And so we're going to go over how much this man won in this dog bite lawsuit. I wasn't able to get the actual legal documents in this case because I couldn't find the case number. So we don't really know what French Montana's defense was, but in California, it's strict liability. So I'm wondering why he just didn't go ahead and pay him. I wish I had the complaint to see how much he was initially asking for. So let's pop in. Who said, Kate? Hey, Boss Attorney Bri. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. It's nice to see you again. We have my father's son. Hey, Miss Bri. Hello there. Welcome to the live stream again. Tanya D says, watching in St. Louis and still working. Isn't it super? Is it late out there? Yeah, because I'm on the West Coast. So St. Louis has to be at least later than out here. I'm not good at geography. You guys will learn that as you watch my live streams. But hopefully you finish up work soon. I quit a little early to make sure I can come on to live stream with you guys, but I am pretty backed up, so I'll probably be up working early tomorrow. And who said, Case, dropping the bees, because if you were not here on Sunday, you would not know that we decided to pick my emojis in the LawTube community, which includes let's pop on out of here, the queen, the crown, the bee, and the sunflower. So those are Boss Attorney Bri's emojis, and we're calling ourselves the Bri Hive as of now. So if you like that name, go ahead and let me know. If you want to change it, go ahead and drop a suggestion in the chat. So I'm going to pop right on into the article talking about French Montana and see why he got sued in the first place. All right, we have Gail at Night. Welcome to the live stream. It's nice to see you. Saying, hey, Boss Attorney Bri, and chat. And we have Who is Kate saying, I'm still technically on the clock. Okay, well, that happens to a lot of us sometimes. I'm technically on the clock, but I just decided to do YouTube instead. But that's the luxury of working for yourself. And Who is Kate? Hopefully you have a luxury of not getting caught watching YouTube while on the clock. We have Tanya D saying it's 6:30 p.m. here, but I'm a therapist, so mental health doesn't have set hours. That makes a lot of sense. I believe you on that for sure. And then Josh Chandler says, here for the legal buzz of the day. Yes. Okay, I like that. You guys are good with coming up with the catchy little taglines to say. Definitely like that. We're here for the legal buzz of the day. All right, so for those of you who do not know who French Montana is, he is an American rapper, and apparently he has a dog that likes to bite. So let's go ahead and take a look at the article reporting on the fact that he lost this lawsuit. We're not going to beat around the bush about if he lost or not. We're just going to jump right into it. He lost a lawsuit. So let's check out what the article is saying. According to TMZ, a California jury awarded his pool guy, oh, I put landscaper, it was the pool guy, a bunch of money after he left with injuries from French's dog. French's German Shepherd Zane was the culprit in the attack against Juan Lemley, the man who sued him way back in 2018. At the time, Lomeli alleged French's pet lost it on him while he was doing his job. He claimed the dog lunged at him and sank its teeth right into his arm, causing a nasty, painful injury. And so we are going to be talking about this dog bite lawsuit in the context of California law, because that's where French Montana was sued, and that's where the incident occurred. So please keep in mind that the statutes in your state might be different. And so go ahead and let me know in the chat if you think that when a person's pet, including dogs, bites you, should that person have to pay for your medical bills and any other damages that you may incur? Like maybe you can't go to work for a few days. Do you think that a pet owner is responsible for their dogs and if they bite? All right. So we have who is Kate dropping the emojis. Thank you for that. And we have Noodle, welcome to the live stream, dropping some emojis. Thank you for that. All right, so let's pop right back over, and we have Lomeli testified that he lost a lot of money due to his injuries. So he's talking about his damages there. He said it was severe enough for him to miss a substantial amount of time working after battling out the suit for years. So this was filed in 2018. That was 4 years ago, and they're just now coming to a decision. So just imagine how much work he missed, not only from the injury, but also from going back and forth with lawyers and back and forth with the lawsuit. So he probably have a substantial amount of money he can recover. All right, so after battling out the suit for years, a jury finally weighed in, awarding Lomeli a whopping $129,500 in damages. The judgment breaks down to $39,500 for past economic loss, so the time he missed off of work, $60,000 for non-economic loss, pain and suffering, so the emotional damage that he experienced. Maybe he felt bad because he couldn't go to work. Maybe he lost friends. Maybe he was depressed. So that's what the $60,000, which was the largest amount that he was awarded, and another $30,000 for future economic loss. So if he can't get a job in the future, they are awarding him $30,000. I really wish I had the jury verdict sheet so we could see exactly what they selected. French Montana has not yet said anything about this, but who would? But they also go to mention that Chris Brown is also in a similar lawsuit, but is it his housekeeper or his maid? His housekeeper is suing him for $50 million for a dog bite that she sustained. So we'll see what Chris Brown is going to say to fight his case. I don't know exactly what French Montana's whole defense was on the case, but apparently it wasn't that good because he lost. All right, we have Miriam. Welcome to the live stream. He's saying, yes, you should be liable if your dog bites someone. Josh Chandler says 100% responsible unless they are extraneous circumstances. Right, so we're going to get into when you're liable and also what are the exceptions in California. Who is Kate says, I would feel responsibility if my dog bit someone. I have a senior dog. I know can be unpredictable. His behavior is my responsibility. Exactly. And you have to make sure your dog is in a safe place, make sure it feels comfortable, and make sure the people around them are not messing with them and to a point where they could snap. And we know dogs are not necessarily inherently dangerous, which is why it's a little bit it's called strict liability, but California holds dog bite or dog owners to strict liability standard, meaning that they're responsible for a dog bite no matter whether their dog was dangerous before or if they bit someone before. Other states have rules where there's a one bite rule where, okay, you're not really liable until your dog has bitten someone more than one time. So I'm sure Californians wish we had that rule, but in California, you're strictly liable and you have to have a defense in order to basically not be liable for the dog bite. Marianne Bacon says, good point. There could be certain circumstances that would be an exception. Yes. So we are going to go over the exceptions and what they could be. So I'm going to be using this law firm's website because they break it down pretty good. And so they basically say that California holds dog owners strictly liable for dog bites. This means victims of dog bites can recover compensation from the dog's owners, even if the owner did nothing wrong. But California's dog bite statute can be contrasted with other state statutes that follow the one bite rule. So let me see if I have that link open. All right. So let's look at California's statute to see why they're liable here. And sorry, I got phone calls coming in. I'm trying to live stream. All right. Let's hop back onto our live stream and I'll deal with that a little later on. All right. So we have, this is the civil code for dog bite statute in California. It basically starts off by saying the owner of any dog is liable for the damages suffered by any person who is bitten by the dog while in a public place or lawfully in a private place, including the property of the owner of the dog, regardless of the former viciousness of the dog or the owner's knowledge of such viciousness. So it's basically not an excuse if you say, oh, my dog doesn't normally bite. I never seen my dog bite before. I didn't know that my dog bites. I just got this dog. I didn't know that it was vicious. So those are not excuses in California. So that is strict liability, basically what it is. A person is lawfully upon the private property of such owner within the meaning of this section when he is on such property in the performance of any duty imposed upon him by the laws of the state and by laws of postal regulations, United States, and when he is on such property upon invitation expressed or implied by the owner, which would be this pool guy. He comes to French Montana's house to clean his pool. So he was likely invited onto the property. So therefore he was lawfully on the property. So it will be hard to prove that he was not lawfully on the property unless French Montana is saying that, oh, well, we kicked him off and he decided to stay and clean the pool anyways. I don't know who stays and do work after someone kicks you out, but I'm not exactly sure if this was one of the points that he rebutted, but let's pop back over and check it out. Nothing in this section shall authorize the bringing of an action pursuant to subdivision A against any governmental agency. So you basically cannot sue the government if their dog bites you. Using a dog in military or police work if they bite or bites occur while the dog was defending itself from an annoying, harassing, or provoking act, or assisting an employee of the agency in any of the following. So these are the reasons. If a dog is biting you because of these reasons, then you definitely cannot sue the government. They're assisting the government person in apprehension or holding of a suspect where the employee has a reasonable suspicion of the suspect's involvement in criminal activity. If in the investigation of a crime or possible crime, in the execution of a warrant, in the defense of the peace officer or another person. So basically, if the dog is working for a government agency and they bite you, you kind of don't have a case there, in California at least. All right, so Section B shall not apply in any case. So the government exception should not apply in any case where the victim of the bite or bites was not a party to, nor a participant in, nor suspected of being a party or a participant in the act or acts prompted the use of the dog. So basically, if the dog comes and bites you and you're not a suspect under the whatever the military or the police are doing, then the government can be liable. But if you are a suspect and the dog bites you, you're kind of out of luck. You just kind of got to deal with it and kind of accept it. Don't do crimes when there's a canine on the loose, because they can bite you and you will not get any compensation from it unless you're not a suspect. So let's pop back over and finish this up. And it says the government paragraph shall not apply, or shall only apply where a governmental agency using a dog in military or police work has adopted a written policy on the necessary and appropriate use for the police and military work. So they actually have to have a policy in place in order for them not to be liable. All right, we have, who is Kate saying smash the like button? Yes, go ahead and smash the like button. If you guys are watching on the live, hit the like button. If you're watching on the replay, hit the like button. And if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and comment below that you are in the replay crew. All right, and we have Z Seltzer coming up with what's happened to monetizing. So it takes a while for the monetization to come through. And I think because we got so many hours in one day, which some of you may have seen my tweet or my community post, we actually got 2,099 watch hours during the live stream, which lasted about 5 hours. So we got 2,000 watch hours that day. And then from the people playing replays or watching other videos, it added on like an extra 400 hours. So the total of watch hours for that day was 2,480 something or something of that nature. So we got the watch hours. I technically have earned 4,900 watch hours in the last 365 days, which is the measurement that they look at. But for some reason, it's not counting yet. I talked to some other law tubers and they said sometimes it takes a while for the watch hours to reflect. And I'm thinking because there's so many watch hours, it's taking a while for those watch hours to reflect. So I'm hoping sometime this week or next week it will apply, and then I can apply to be monetized, and then it takes a couple of days from there, and then I will be monetized. So hopefully next week, that's the aim. Fingers crossed. I was very disappointed this morning when it only moved 2 hours when I know I had 2,000 hours. So that was very disappointing. All right. Who's Kate says clap, clap, clap. Thank you so much. Tanya D says party little horns. Josh Chandler, hype, congratulations, Bri. Thank you so much. Everybody that joined in on the live stream definitely helped out. I would not have been able to talk that long without all the comments that were coming in and without all the participation in the game that we were playing or the votes that we were taking. It wasn't really a game. We just went over witnesses and you guys were able to vote. So thank you for that. We have Tony giving some fingers crossed. Yes, fingers crossed for sure. And Miriam, fingers crossed and clapping. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. I know it's not as exciting as Johnny Depp, but I decided to take a little bit of a break from Johnny Depp. And this live stream is likely going to be a little shorter just because I don't have that much material to go over. But I'm super happy for all of you that have showed up live today. So let's go ahead and pop over to the exceptions to this rule. So remember, in California, if your dog bites someone, you are held strictly liable unless there is an exception. And these are the following 4 exceptions for dog bites. You are not entitled to strict liability against the dog owner if you were trespassing on the property. So if you were not properly invited there, you're trying to break in, whatever it might be, and someone's dog bites you, then you do not get to claim strict liability and ask for money from that owner. The next one is if the dog is a law enforcement animal, and we kind of went over that within the statute. Another one that you don't get strict liability, or that is a defense to strict liability, is that the victim assumed the risk. And so this is one of the ones that I think that French Montana might have asserted, because it would be the only one that makes sense. He's not a government agency, so the dog shouldn't be biting his pool guy. The pool guy likely was not trespassing because he was cleaning the pool, as is his job. So there is an implied invitation there, or an express invitation possibly, because he has to clean the pool, which is on his property. So the victim assumed the risk. So basically they knew the dog was dangerous and maybe they poked it or they did something to it, and the dog attacked them. And then the last exception is the victim was partially at fault for the injuries. Kind of overlapping with the third one. Maybe they were poking the dog. Maybe they were playing with the dog and knew that the dog would bite them. But those are the exceptions to dog bites in California. So let's pop over. It says, by the way, I made a playlist that is 19-hour public labeled Beehive. #BreHive to run in the background to keep up engagement. I picked long ones. Oh, well, thank you so much for making that playlist public for everybody to watch. I think we also talked about it in LawTube, and potentially watching the videos too many times could potentially mess up watch hours as well. So if you guys have already watched all the videos, that is good. I think we're gonna hit the mark. So thank you for everyone that participated with the watch hours. Really, after monetization, watch hours are just kind of like, we'll see. It'll push your videos out, but it's not really gonna make you make more money for the most part. Kate says, I love the playlist, hashtag Bri Live. Oh, did you check it out already? Or Bri Hive, yes. Check it out. Check out the playlist. I'm going to have to go and find it. So we just hashtag Bri Hive and we'll be able to find the playlist. But yeah, thank you for putting that together, because I was supposed to put it together and I did not. So thank you for doing that for me. All right. So that was pretty much all I have on we can go into the 1 bite rule, but I don't think yeah. So yeah, 1 bite rule only applies if you knew or should have known that the dog had a tendency to bite, or they have already bit someone before. So that's really all I had for today. Today was a super short live stream. If you guys have any questions that you want me to answer, whether it's about this dog bite or about anything else in general, I would definitely keep you guys updated on what's going on with the monetization of my channel. Like I said, I was just disappointed this morning when I saw that the 2,000 hours did not apply yet. But just to let you guys know, we did actually reach those 2,000 hours. We just got to wait on YouTube to pass it over to me. So everybody keep your fingers crossed involving that. Let me know if you guys have been watching the Johnny Depp trial. I have kind of been popping in and out in Alita's chat just because I have been super backed up with client work. So I'm not too aware of everything that's going on in the trial. I did catch Nate's live stream about it. Not about it, but he had a rewatch of Amber's cross-examination and it was brutal. And I think what a lot of us predicted happened. I predicted that Amber would not be able to hold her sympathetic, let me not quotation mark, because everyone's coming after LawTube for putting our opinions out there, or the media is coming after LawTube for putting our opinions out there. But if you notice, during her direct examination, she was crying. She was trying to be very sympathetic. She kept making her sad face, scrunching it up, trying really hard to make tears come out of her eyes, or whatever you may want to call it. She was doing all of that. And then as soon as she started getting cross-examined, she became very sarcastic, very stern, very not really giving off the same soft energy she was attempting to give off in her direct examination. So I don't think it's going well from her from what I have seen. I know she finished up today, so I'll probably get that on the replay to try to catch up where everyone else is at. I got to do my regular work during the day, so I'm sorry that I don't have much of an update on the Johnny Depp trial. But like I said, I think her performance on cross-examination is not going to help her in this case. I think the jury might actually be a little bit annoyed with her. We have Tanya saying, now to get you to 6K subs. Yes, I do need to get to 6K subs. I do need to pop on to some other live streams this week, and also make sure I get some other topics out to kind of get my videos to start pushing. So yes, let's get me to 6K subs. Who said Kate said, or who said Kate? Yeah, said, I'm watching the Depp trial right now. Is it still, or are you probably watching the replay, huh? I'll probably watch it at the gym just because I'm way behind. I'm way behind. I missed pretty much all of her direct, but I caught a lot of the cross. Who said Kate says Amber Heard walked out before the jury did. Very disrespectful. I did catch that part on my lunch. I did see they kind of paused the stream and she just walked out, and I'm assuming it's because she was upset. I didn't get to see what happened before she walked out, but I'm assuming that is because she was upset. So I definitely need to watch the rest of the cross today. I watched a little bit, or listened to a little bit, of the next guy testifying, and his testimony was just all over the place. He kept changing his mind. All right, we have Tanya saying Camille mentions Rob bed video today. What? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch it. Because the media has been coming after the bigger law tubers, not me, because I'm just a little baby law tuber. But they came after Alita, they've come after Emily D. Baker, and now they came after Rob as well. So I think Camille might have used it as a supportive tactic, but hey, that's popular. And Rob is, I think, actually in Virginia. He practices in Virginia. So maybe they might know each other. Maybe they'll meet. Okay, Miriam Bacon says the cross on Amber Heard was amazing, and the rebuttal was a train wreck, which is what I'm assuming the walkout was about, because she could not save her. I was watching from yesterday's stream of her just trying to convince a jury that she does not know the difference between a pledge and a donation, and it's just ridiculous to me. I think she fought on it way too long. We know that you know the difference between a pledge and a donation, and you're not going to convince this jury that you do not. She should have let that one go. Amber left the courtroom before the judge was done talking to the jury. Yeah, I don't know what will possess her to do that, but I'm feeling like maybe the jury is already giving faces like they don't believe her, or they don't trust her, or they don't like her. We have Z Seltzer giving the emojis. Thank you for that. Thank you for dropping in. For those of you that were here when we voted, thank you for participating in the vote. We got a lot of good feedback, and I am very satisfied with the emojis that I have. Z Seltzer says they showed the pocket knife and used the word purchase. I thought she did buy it. I'll probably have to watch it to see what context you mean by that. The purchase of the pocket knife. Are we talking about the turquoise blue knife that she bought for Johnny that says hasta la muerta? All right. Josh Chandler says, my wifey is a kindergarten teacher. She said her kiddos could respond with more intellect. Yeah, I don't know. I think she was trying to expand her, in my opinion, she was trying to expand her acting abilities when her attorneys were examining her. And then when Camille came up, she could not fake it anymore. She immediately turned into hostile, aggressive, and tried to trick us into believing that she didn't know what things meant. So I don't know. Maybe the kindergartners might have had her on the stand. They probably could have asked some questions, and she probably would have been stumped up there. All right. Z Seltzer says, quoting the video from Law and Lumber. Oh, they showed the pocket knife and used the word purchase. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out for sure. I definitely want to see them mention the in Rob's video. Was he on the live when that happened? Miriam says Camille did have a gift knife brought out. Wow. Why would she do that? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I should have watched it before I came on. But like I said, I've been working, so I haven't been able to keep up like that. So they're bringing out the knife. Did anything come out about whether she was the one that cut his finger or anything of that nature? I'm going to have to watch it on 2x speed, though, because I know it's long, and they have added an extra hour to the court date as well. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to catch up on the whole thing, but I am going to try to. And then hopefully next stream we can talk about them, and hopefully I'll have the video up earlier than I did today. But yeah, we'll see. I need to get me a little team behind me if I'm going to be working full time and trying to law tube at the same time. Tanya D says gain and purchase, or whatever words Rob used in his video. Yeah, I'm not all the way familiar with what Rob said, but yeah, I definitely am going to go and look back at what happened in the cross-examination. I might watch some of the direct. She was just like annoying to me, so I did not watch all 3 of those days of direct. Okay, Z Seltzer says it's okay. We are fangirling. Yes, fangirling for them quoting Rob or my live stream. Mine is not going to I didn't have much material for you guys today. It was tough finding some news stories, and I haven't been keeping up with Johnny Depp in order to do a whole stream on it like we did on Sunday, which was long and exhausting. But I'm definitely loving the catch up from you guys giving me the tea on it, because I haven't been able to play it. Because if I play it in the background, I will not do my work. I will listen and pretend like I'm doing my work, and then next thing you know, 3 hours pass by. So that's why I haven't been getting on any streams, because I actually need to get some stuff done for some clients. But I finished some of the more major things that I had this week, so I probably will hop on towards the end of it is going into the middle of the week, so I'll probably be hopping on tomorrow and Thursday, and then that way I could be a little bit more caught up with you guys. All right, Dallas Beat says Amber dodged answering yes or no questions, but for the most part, Camille did better than Amber's lawyer. Yes, I did notice her. Like I said, I watched a little bit of the cross-examination. She did ignore some yes and no questions, and she also gave some very sarcastic and rude answers. I can't think of what it was right now, but it just rubbed me the wrong way, a lot of the things that she was saying. Oh, even with the medical record, when they said, oh, there's no report of injuries on this. First, she said she never talked to Dr. Kipper, but then Dr. Kipper was the one that signed the medical report. Could it be that someone else saw him or someone else saw her and then he signed the report because it's his office? Maybe. But then she turned around and said, it also says that I'm a male on there. And it was just kind of like snobby. Maybe I just don't like her. Maybe I just don't like her. Maybe that was the right move for her, but for me, it was not. All right, Z Seltzer says Recross was a S show too. I can only imagine, and that happened today. So I would probably, like I said, put that trial on 2x speed while I walk on the treadmill and see what Amber had to say and what the attorneys had to say in the case as well. We have Who Said Kate saying the Seltzers, exactly, we're fangirling for Boss Attorney. Are you seriously? Well, thank you so much, because I don't feel like I prepared that much for this live stream, but I'm definitely happy that you guys showed up and you're hanging out. All right, we have Tanya D saying highlights showed Franco video, showed her deposition video. The judge admonished Elaine. Yeah, I heard Elaine getting a little snappy yesterday. So I can only imagine the judge must be fed up with her for sure. Tanya D says he used those words because that is what Amber testified. As far as Rob saying those things in the video. And then we have Z Celsius says, your life is more important. Thank you. Yeah, than watching the trial, probably. But at the same time, the trial has really helped my YouTube channel, which is what I'm trying to make it a part of my life. So it's definitely tough trying to keep up with everything and run your own business. But yeah, I like YouTube though, and I want to keep doing it. So it's important, but you're definitely right. My work is more important than YouTube at this point. Tanya D says, gotcha. Oh, responding to Marion Bacon. Marion Bacon says, also, Amber threw everyone under the bus, including her expert. Yeah, she also threw her lawyers under the bus. They're the one that sent that video out. Make sure you take care of you, and you're doing great. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. I'm happy to hear it. I'm telling you guys, a lot of these days, I do not want to get on live stream, but I'm like, no, you have to stick to it. You committed to it. So go ahead and do it. I definitely love all the support. Also, let me know, guys, if you would be interested in actually coming on the show. I know a lot of law tubers, we pop around on each other's shows and it's just the lawyers, but I also thought it would be a good idea to allow some members from the chat to come on the show. I think the lead attorney does it. He's not all the way into LawTube, but he is a lawyer on LawTube, and his chat comes on to his show. So I was considering doing that. It's kind of just an idea for now. I don't know how many people actually want to come on the screen. So let me know if that's something that you guys will be interested in. So I'm going to get ready to wrap up here. So one, I can catch up with the Johnny Depp trial so that I can be a little bit more informed later on this week. And two, so I can get ready to go to the gym and take a little mental break, because I I started working very early today. So yes. All right. So thank you guys for coming to the live stream. Thursday's live stream will likely be about the trial. So definitely going to have to commit to catching up with it. If you guys enjoyed this video or you made it this far in the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you are watching on the replay, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I will see you guys on the next stream on Thursday, and hopefully I will see you guys on some other LawTubers channel when I'm able to pop in this week. So thank you guys. You guys have a good night.